Good Thursday morning, and this will be part two of something I've called yesterday Tarot Pranayama. And again, I'll start with the simple temple opening. I dwell in timelessness before the birth of creation. I am poised as the formless, primal center of creation yet to be. I am the God that creates limitless space from my dimensionless center. I am the God that brings forth form from formlessness. I am the God that fashions time from timelessness. I rule through the agency of the three mother letters. Three extends and creates space, form, and time. And in doing so, casts a spell of illusion. Aleph extends, creating the illusion of above and below. Mem extends, creating the illusion of east and west. Shin extends, creating the illusion of north and south. The light is extended, the temple is builded. Now, I gave us a warm-up exercise of those three letters yesterday. The letters are also associated with sound. And as Joseph Shepard pointed out yesterday, my guitar was hopelessly out of tune yesterday. So we'll not incorporate the sounds in the chanting, although it's an integral part of the exercise, at least in the advanced form. The breath cycle is those three letters: Ah, Aleph, Mem, Shin. And it's a simple pranayama cycle of taking a nice deep breath in and going, ah. That's the Aleph, okay? But that has to be coupled with you imagining yourself extending simultaneously upwards and downwards. And it's more difficult than you think. It's easy to imagine yourself going one way or the other, either up or down. That's easy. I can imagine a line going up, and I can imagine a line going down. But to get a line going up and down simultaneously from you as the center is a little more tricky. But that's what you imagine, yourself as a yellow line bursting simultaneously up and down at the same time. And when we move to the Mem, you imagine yourself extending right and left, or east and west, simultaneously. And when we get to the Shin, third mother letter, that creates north and south, You have to imagine yourself as a red line extending simultaneously in front of you and in back of you. And that takes a little more practice to make that visualization come naturally. But as you're doing this, here's the cycle. Open the mouth and exhale slowly, emptying the lungs while quietly whispering, ah. And all the while, imagine yourself as the yellow line going up and down. Then you hold for a moment, like in a standard pranayama exercise. Hold for a moment with the breath out. And then slowly draw. Take a nice deep breath, starting at the lower end toward the diaphragm, and whisper to yourself, mmm. So it'd be the breath out, ah. And you almost have to hear the M in your mind's ear. Okay, the lips are closed and you're drawing it in through the nose with an M. Then you hold it for a moment with it out, and then you let the air out again with the sheen, with the shh. So that half cycle is like this. It always gets me stoned. The second part of the cycle is your breath has just gone out with that shh. And then as you draw the breath in, you start with the A again. And then you could start the whole cycle over again. It's very relaxing. But it's also important to match it to the visualization. With that visualization, you create how the three mother letters burst from that central center. Okay. Today, we're going to talk about, if I may, have some coffee, or as we say in Paris, cafe. When those three mother letters extend, Aleph extends and literally creates the above, and literally descends and creates the below. And those landmarks, if you will, of above and below set into motion the concept of duality. And that concept of duality, that a thing of opposites that sprang from a singularity, is where the 7 double letters of the Hebrew alphabet come in, and the 7 tarot trumps that represent the planetary spheres. So above is Mercury, and below is Luna, or Nun, or Gimel. That's a typo there. You see Lon's trying to... That's not a Nun, that's a Gimel. Should be a Gimel, okay? And then to the east is Venus, or Daleth. See, east. To the west, Jupiter, or the Wheel of Fortune. And to the north, Mars. And to the south, the Sun. And what is that middle? The middle is Saturn, or the universe card. Now, Saturn is much more than a planetary sphere, okay? Saturn on the Tree of Life is number 3. It's also the last path that joins the number 10 with the rest of the macrocosmic tree. Saturn is the Hebrew letter TH, or Tav. Okay. To pronounce Tav, you have to stick your tongue under your front teeth, top front teeth. And in order to do that sort of silently, feel what happens to your third eye when you close your eyes and try to forcefully go. Where do your eyes go when you do that? When you do a strong, extended, close your eyes, go, take a deep breath and go. Your eyes naturally go toward the Ajna chakra. As a matter of fact, if you just sat there and did that all day, your Ajna chakra would get downright tickled to death. Okay. That is where the extension bursts from. The extension up, extension down, extension right, left, north, south. It all springs from that. Okay? So, today's little exercise is, and you can match this with breath, of course, but just to tell you what's happening, I want us to go from center to, where'd it go? I want us to go from center to above, and then from the center to below. And then I want us to go from the center to the east, and from the center to the west, and then from the center to the north, and the center to the south. And if we were to put Hebrew letters with that, plus their tarot cards which go with them, going from the center up would be TH, or Tav, Aleph, Bet, for Mercury, the top, Beth. So the syllables, the vowel sounds, if you will, would be Thab. Okay, and that B at the end is the ceiling of above. And to go from the center below, it'd be thog, like that. I know it sounds funny, and I'm sitting here in a beret in my living room doing this, but that's still it. And you don't have to do it out loud. I'm just doing out loud for demonstration purposes. And that center up and center down is the yellow line of Aleph. So Aleph is creating Bet for the top and Gimel for below. And you do it with the visualization of going, you start with the, okay, so you're bursting from that. You can actually feel it physiologically. You can feel it with the, and then you burst up with the Aleph, which is the line, and then seal it with the Bet. So it'd be like Thab. Then below, you're going down to Gimel. You start with the Tha. Thog. Like that. I'm a grown man doing this. Then you go from the center to the right, and the right is, of course, the mem line. So M, or the M, is the middle thing. So you go thum, and the east is Daleth. So you'd go thumd, and then the right is Jupiter or Kaf. So you'd go thum. All of that while visualizing the blue. Then forward, which is forward and backwards, or north and south, is the red sheen mother letter. It's going to create the double letters Pe for Mars, and the south, or right behind you, would be the Resh for the sun. So that'll be a little trickier, but it'd be and like that. Do you get it? Thug, thug, thumd, thumk, thshp, shh. I don't know about you, but I'm stoned. That stones me. Okay. There are musical notes attached to each of the Hebrew letters. And you can incorporate those once the visualization part gets second nature to you. You can incorporate them as well. So now we see two little pranayama type exercises, because you'll have to take a single breath for every one of these springing forths from the center tav. And so it's the pranayama part is you're not having to count or anything else. It's just associated with the fact that you do literally have to take 6 separate breaths to do the cycle. And it's, at least in my opinion, it's really, really important and pleasurable for you to get that first thaw, to get the feeling of what happens. It is connecting you to the primal source of existence, not just the primal source of life, okay? Not just the primal source of what we think of as consciousness, but the primal source of existence itself is in that small little thing you can do with your tongue, okay, or mouth. It's hard to do it without looking at your third eye. Okay, center yourself with that every time. Bring yourself back to that every time. So, and try not to have a stroke. Okay, just take it easy. Okay. Anyway, that's it for today. That's it for. We've had 2 little classes on Kabbalah Pranayama. Each one of those Hebrew letters, by the way, is a tarot card, and you can add the tarot card imagery to your meditations as soon as the process sort of becomes second nature. It connects you to the tarot. It puts the tarot in you. It allows you to see how the 3 tarot cards make the 7 tarot cards, which eventually create the 12 tarot trumps. Wow, that's it for today. Hope you like my beret. Our good friend Carolyn Tilley bought me this beret the other day. Until tomorrow, au revoir. Tout le monde est sur la table avec l'éléphant, avec ma douce amie. Je m'appelle le Chevalier Chocolat. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.